I've been wearing this watch around. That's the Ultra watch from Apple.
This is Apple Watch Ultra, reimagined with extraordinary new capabilities that expand the ways you can use Apple Watch.
People are wondering just how capable it is, whether or not it can act as a replacement entirely for a smartphone. Is the battery big enough?
Ultra has the biggest battery of any Apple Watch yet.
Is the screen big enough?
Is our biggest, brightest display ever in Apple Watch.
I'm curious myself.
Every detail has been engineered to create the most rugged and capable Apple Watch ever.
So I was wondering, what about a day in the life, putting the smartphone away, turning the smartphone off, power off, and using the cellular only on the Apple Watch Ultra. I wanted to see if it could survive just a regular day in my life. Notifications, emails, messages, phone calls, listening to music, all the things this watch can do. Obviously, this is not the way Apple is pitching this device, but with cellular capabilities, that option does become available. What if we try to replace a smartphone? Come along for the ride, check in with me throughout the day. Let's see how this battery's making out, and let's see where the pain points are. This is switching from a smartphone to an Apple Watch Ultra exclusively. We're kicking it off at 10:49. This has been off the charger for like 20 minutes at this point, still at 100. I have the always on display turned on. That can be one of the bigger battery drains. Notifications from almost every application are gonna be coming through to this as well today. So let's go ahead and turn off the smartphone. By the way, quick shout out. We got all the colors in for the 14 series, 14 Pro and Pro Max for later case. So now I got the coffee color on with the texture. I'll put a link in the description. I just had to put that. I realize you haven't seen that one before. Power off. Night, night. No more phone for the day. Slightly terrifying. All right, so a key part of this video is connecting AirPods to the watch. We have the new AirPods. I was like, oh, perfect moment. And this is what's in the package. They're in the studio somewhere, but we had to find them now. And Will Do might be involved. That, by the way, that's not an accusation of any kind. He just might know where they are. So let's find him first. Hello?
FedEx International Express will inform you for the last time that you have a parcel that has been delivered twice and no one has signed for it.
Even switching to the watch doesn't save you from that. All right, it's 1:30 now. We're about to go get some coffee. Our battery life is 93% still. This is the easy part of the day. In studio, like I said, not hunting for cellular towers, on Wi-Fi. Once we get out in the world, which we're about to do right now, it's gonna start to stress this battery out a little bit more. So let's go do that. I have the Starbucks app, but can I still get the points and like the free drinks or whatever the rewards are for using the app? At least in the case of Starbucks, there is an app and you can pay with it. They'll just scan the barcode like they would if you had your phone. So this is another area where the watch is excelling at replacing the phone. That was seamless, but that's just the Starbucks, it's a barcode, right? It's not even a typical tap. Watch life, just another day. There's no phone with me, which is a little bit odd. Go in your car and don't bring a phone with you. We should at least have Bluetooth for our calls and stuff, because if you were daily driving the watch as a replacement for a phone, then you would want to have that function available. Failed. Bluetooth pairing not successful. Obviously, this is our first pain point. Our first roadblock. I'm gonna try it in a different vehicle, so we'll get to the bottom of it. Add new device, start search. No action over here. Okay, that looks like it's in pairing mode. Connected. No problem. Yeah, works perfectly fine with Pixel Buds. It's not seeing cars. Cars aren't seeing it. It looks like the same problem as before. You get the text on screen and it says confirm the text, and then you confirm, but then it just refuses to connect and kind of spins forever. For some reason, it's nerfed in the car. It's not designed to be paired with car audio. I would think that the audio system would be available as a Bluetooth audio system similar to the headphones, but that's not the case. In some circumstances, it will work with certain car stereos, but in the 3 different ones that I tried, it didn't work. I would like to formally submit my feature request to Apple. I don't know why this doesn't work, but if there's a way to make it work officially without any type of workaround on my behalf, that would be a welcome addition. Hey there, I'm just wondering if you guys have any ice available today.
The earliest one we have is 4:15.
Yeah, that's fine. 4:15 works.
Yeah, 4:15 you're in.
Perfect, thanks. He doesn't know that I'm on a watch. He thinks I'm on a phone. That's kind of fun. Listen, it's quiet in here. I don't think it's the most challenging environment to have a phone call in. I don't know that we've achieved very much at this point, but we've successfully made a couple of phone calls here. Hello? Hey, what's up? Yeah, how did you know that? How did she tell you? Okay, all right, I'll see you soon. Bye. That's loud and could be annoying, I guess, to people in the vicinity, but it's like doable in a pinch. Obviously, AirPods would be superior here, which I forgot again in the car. Oh, battery update. 227, we're down to 89%. It's slowed down. I feel like the battery consumption has slowed down a little bit. Maybe that phone call knocked down a couple more points, but so far, I'm pretty, kind of happy with it so far. Damn, actually, the burger looks pretty good too right now. Yeah. Ready? I mean, I'm not surprised by the payment part. There's one more thing you can do with your watch in 2022 with no phone present at all. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. I'm gonna crash. Hey Siri. Another activity that is pretty typical around here is shooting thumbnails. This one's a little bit interesting. I think you'd agree. Check that out. Prototype. AirPower. The biggest Apple failed product. Go watch that video if you haven't yet. We couldn't track down the AirPods, and then Mo was like, well, Will's definitely involved in the disappearance of the AirPods. And I was like, all right, whatever you say. We call up Will. He's like, I am absolutely not involved in the disappearance of the AirPods, at which point Mo opens a different drawer, one of his favorite drawers, and he does track down the new AirPods. They are very similar looking to the previous generation of AirPods. We do have the later case on the new and old AirPods. There it is. Noise cancellation is some serious stuff on here. Very granular tuning of the crown here for volume adjustment. Headphones sound good. Wow. The noise canceling is better now. That is impressive stuff. Hockey is also a big part of my life. I'm basically on the ice every day. Typically, I'm not wearing a watch. I'm not trying to track any fitness aspect of being out there. Obviously, today will be different. We'll see what kind of a dent that makes on the overall battery life. 343, 83% battery right now. Now, since this is the Apple Watch Ultra, you have this orange action button, which is user configurable. This just brings up a bunch of typical workouts, and you'll see none of them say hockey. You go to the add workout section, and they actually do have it right there. Now it's ready to go. I'll click the action button and go straight into hockey, since it's a frequent activity of mine. A little bit more than what we had been doing. Screen being on, workout activity going on, heart rate tracker fully functional, but still it's 518 right now, and we're at 77%. It's about time to try to find some dinner. This would be a good opportunity to use the navigation. We're gonna get turn by turn on the watch and we'll see what that does to the battery life. This thing's been going all day. I just ate a meal. I feel fantastic. I had the entree, I had the appetizer, I had the dessert and the beverage. And I had the hot sauce as well. And the watch has just been in the background. I did get a couple texts, 64% battery, 7:44, 64% battery. This whole thing, this came off the charger at 10:30 a.m. We shoot videos on iPhones now. It's just not what I expected the outcome to be. 8:16 now, I'm back at the studio here. Started in the office in the morning, but then sort of we're out and about with the purpose of trying to deplete the battery. However, I've still got 58% battery life. That's another discovery that's been pretty surprising to me, is just how many applications are functional on the watch with the absence of a phone, or at least functional in some version of themselves. Audible is there. Obviously, your podcasts are there. And then even disabling alarms, smart home stuff, lighting. Now it's a whole new appreciation of how capable this ecosystem actually is on the watch. But all of this is dependent on battery life. And that's the area where I haven't had the best experience with smartwatches. Given kind of what I've thrown at it to this point, I'd say this 58% is a success sitting here at 8:20 p.m. We're just gonna continue using it until it actually hits zero. We'll see what happens, and I'll see you in a bit. The watch is still going. It's still kicking. I just paid for this coffee and this bagel. No, I'm down with the sponsorship, it's fine. Yeah, so it looks like you can't get very much data on the watch itself. Not ideal. Pretty much all you're able to see in the watch is the amount of time slept, little line, and then a graph of a previous period of time. Obviously, if I was in the app on the phone, I would have a totally different interface, which would show me a lot more information. It's not ideal. This marks roughly 24 hours since this was originally taken off the charger at 100% battery. So we have crossed the 24-hour threshold. 22. Still going here, and I've been listening. It's 12:22. We're coming dangerously close now to Apple's stated 36 hours of battery life under normal use. This has been abnormal though, because they expect it to be in proximity of a phone most of the time. My phone has now been off for 26 hours. Like, you feel as though you're missing something. You haven't lost connectivity, but you've lost that urge to just randomly consume stuff. 12:25, 13% battery.
This is a high-end device designed for work and for people
Meta
who want
Quest
the best
Pro.
experience that we can build today.
Pre-order today.
We're really excited to get
We
this.
have finally dipped below 10%. Dun dun dun. 9. We're in the single digits. There is a kind of range anxiety going on where I was just out and I was like, I can pick up a coffee. And then I was like, what if I go to 4 and 2 and I'm trying to pay for things and my phone's not there. In reality, you start thinking about charging it again at something like 15 to 20%. So in most cases, you'd be plugging it back in at this point. Workday continues. You're on my watch right now, and so like it's a public phone call, like Mo's listening. I'm trying to run down the battery still. The battery hasn't died on this yet. Okay, sounds good. 7. It's 4 o'clock. Holy. This the watch that never dies. Update. Okay, so I just published the Hummer EV video. If you didn't watch that, go watch that. Go watch that video. This is a serious, I'm giving you a serious look right now. I put out the Hummer EV video, I answered a couple of emails, and I sent a couple of texts on the watch itself. No phone in sight, watch life living on its own. I think we have like 2 hours left. My battery's 3% after that endeavor. I also turned off Wi-Fi, as you can see there, in order to run down the battery more quickly, which it does ever so slightly. I don't know how many people are prepared to completely replace their phone with a watch. And I don't think it's many, but I think some are just curious about what that life would be like. I've taken phone calls, I've sent and received text messages, I've used it for navigation, I've used it for fitness tracking, I used it for sleep tracking last night, and I've listened to music on the device using AirPods. Pretty much everything you can do on here, I've done. My biggest takeaway is just the psychological aspect of not having a phone around you. When I got home last night, there was no phone nearby. When I woke up this morning, no phone nearby, nothing to reach for, no time to kill, no scrolling of anything. I had my communication on my wrist, and I just sort of got to my activities more quickly without having a thing to reach for. The psychological adjustment of not being a phone person, the lack of having that physical object with me or nearby, the warm blanket of the smartphone within reach. You don't realize how important that is to you and how comfortable we've become with our reliance on that object being nearby. Listen, this is a real possibility that if you wanted to do some type of digital detox, but yet you still wanted to have many smart features and you were curious about doing it with a wearable, the Apple Watch Ultra can definitely do it. I hope you enjoyed this experiment. I think I have. I think this thing exceeded my expectations. I didn't expect it to do what it did. We're at 2% right now. I think we can cut it there. I'm impressed. You can stop following me now. Where's my phone?
Oh yeah, you need your phone back now.
Today's episode has been sponsored by Vankyo, the V700W Performance 1080p Full HD projector, 420 anti-lumen brightness, Dolby audio. This little baby comes in around $299. Plus you get this stylish carry bag. If you buy this, you get one of these too. 1001 contrast ratio, immersive 360 sound, bi-directional Bluetooth 5.1. Here is the projector. 4.92 pounds. That's like the weight of a laptop. You also have controls right on top. Power connection, power switch, 2 times HDMI, audio out, 2 USBs. On the bottom, we have a little screw level. So you can level it out, get the angle you're looking for. It also looks like it has a couple screw holes for mounting in other ways. You know what that's for, Mo? For cleaning the lens or dust removal when needed. Please keep them well for future use. Your remote, important buttons for nav, okay, a mute switch. It's kind of like a sheet, but it's a little bit stretchier. 3M clips included. I presume this is for hanging this up. 2 times 5-watt speakers. Oh, the other cool thing is it's bi-directional Bluetooth 5.1. You can either receive a Bluetooth signal from here to a headset or a wireless speaker you want to use, or you can send content to it via Bluetooth if you want to play something on here from your phone, for example. You can also adjust the screen size anywhere from 49 all the way up to 224. So thanks again to Vankyo for sponsoring this episode. If you are interested in this projector, be sure to check the description for all the relevant details and, of course, a link to pick one up.